In Florida, officials are sounding the alarm about a surge in migrant smuggling. The Coast Guard says nearly 36 illegal migrants were caught on smuggling boats near Miami last week. And just a few miles west in Coral Gables, police say 26 illegal Chinese immigrants were caught being smuggled in 2 separate vans last month. These incidents prompting local officials to beef up cooperation with federal authorities. Let's bring in Edward Hudak Jr., the chief of police in Coral Gables, Florida. Chief Hudak, what's going on there? The southern border is tightening up, so the human smugglers are looking for other places to bring in their cargo?
Oh, good to be with you, John. And yes, I think that's what you're seeing right now, or at least we're seeing in South Florida, as different edicts start and different attention to other borders throughout the country begin. They look to other areas, what they believe is going to be an easy way to get somebody in. And I say they, I mean the smugglers. Smuggling in South Florida is not something new to us. I believe a lot of it has to do with the cooperation of not just our, Sheriff Stutz, our new sheriff, but also the way we've worked with our federal state partners in the past, where in the past they've smuggled narcotics. Now it's people, which is a bit of a higher stakes for us in local law enforcement.
Yeah, Governor DeSantis there says the state is trying to work with the federal government, unlike some states and some cities, to try to try to stem this problem. Listen.
We've made illegally entering Florida to be a state crime, so we can use our state law enforcement to hold them accountable, then turn them over to ICE. 2, we've ended this idea of catch and release. So we'll deny you bail if you're a criminal alien so that we can notify ICE. And then we've imposed a duty on all state and local law enforcement to actively participate with federal immigration enforcement.
I'm guessing that is not something that you needed to be told. I mean, getting urged to participate with federal law enforcement on problems like this.
Well, yeah, I believe, listen, every police officer in this country takes an oath, right? I mean, myself included. And the oath is to the Constitution and the state of Florida as well, and our local areas. So that is part of our job. And I believe as a chief law enforcement executive and being, the legislative chair for the Florida Police Chiefs Association, we echo what the governor has said. Now, what we do appreciate is the fact that our governor, as well as the legislative group, is working on how to better codify what our responsibilities would be. And that is working with our federal partners. I would say South Florida, we have 37 different police departments inside Miami-Dade County. The reason why we've been so successful is because we have dealt with these issues and many others before, and we know how to work collaboratively.
Yeah. The smuggling boats were coming in at night, no lights, that kind of thing, just trying to get these people on shore before they get caught by the Coast Guard or Marine Patrol, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, to your point, I mean, we didn't have to come up with a new plan. We had to dust off an old plan. I mean, smuggling is not new to South Florida, to Monroe County. So we knew back in September there was arrests similar. I mean, I think the difference is, the Chinese nationals in the 2 incidents here in my city was a little bit different. We just dusted off the old plan and we worked cohesively with Border Patrol, Coast Guard, and we've created that net in the southern peninsula, if you will, of Florida. But we still continue to work with our partners, with the FBI, HSI. They're the leads. And, then we will work with, Sheriff Stutz and the rest of our local departments to how the governor talked about in this piece, where we're going to notify them of the status of individuals that we take into custody.
The police chief of Coral Gables, Florida, Chief Edward Hudak Jr. Chief, thank you.
Good to be with you.